Hello and welcome to Alchemist Whim. I'm Alchemist Jen. It's a pleasure having you today. Hope you're having a good one. And today's whim of the day is to just play with clay. So I have my Sculpey Primo here and I'm just gonna mess around. Sounds good. So I have no agenda whatsoever with this. I'm just gonna see what happens. So, and I will talk as I do it. So as I'm looking at clay and things, and then I'm playing with this stuff, and then I'm trying to figure out what I want out of the clay stuff, there's part of me that is enjoying the fact that I can just let this kind of hang out and I can still modify it later. And there's another part of me that just misses that it's not like ceramic, full-on, clay in that sense that I could fire. I mean, I can fire this in a oven, but I'm also really intrigued, to be completely honest, and completely dorky because I don't have any, real broom and things like that, but I'm also really intrigued by the concept of doing microwave firing. Yes, I'm a complete dork, but I also don't have a lot of resources, and I'm like, I have an extra microwave in my closet, so all I need is the little cylinder thing, and then just to have some clay around. So the advantages as far as what I'm trying to do, and I think what I want result wise, being able to use the different hardnesses of clay, drying partially, and then having having leather hard clay, or having some that you can just kind of carve out and be able to wipe over with a little bit of water and a sponge. There's something to doing that process that I'm finding intriguing, versus this process, which, it doesn't harden. You can just stick it in your oven to heat it up, and I'm feeling like I want the other experience. So I feel like I'm going to have more control over my results. I won't have as many fingerprints because I'm finding I'm getting some fingerprints here, but also just not getting the, I guess the texture on the outside is I don't know, I've only made 3 things. Why am I going into this big deal? I've also just really like ceramics in general, and then once I find a way to do something else with it or to take it up to a next level, I'm just going to obsess on it anyway, so that's probably partly what's happening. So I'm just needing this. I have no real idea of what I'm doing. I'm just doing a thing. I imagine that get a visitor soon. I hear him. He's bathing, so maybe he'll stay over there, but he knows I'm over here on his floor pillow filming, and therefore he'll probably want to come over and get involved. I don't have string though, so therefore maybe it's not as intriguing. So I'm working on this, whatever this is. I don't know what it is yet. And it might not actually be anything. Maybe I'll just talk the whole time and just not make anything out of it. And I'm okay with that too. It's all part of the process. Still did things. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So thinking about different clays. I know I'm essentially just using it to be able to make resin forms, but I also really am a bit of a perfectionist, even though I like to err on the side of letting my perfectionism slide and celebrating the imperfection in things. So I think, definitely go forward and continue on with this path, see what I like about it, and if I'm enjoying the process, then I might as well go and try a different thing. If I've got one of the major pieces, and then all I'd have to get is the actual kiln piece that I'd be able to use in the microwave. Is it a terrible idea? Probably not. I don't know. And then I also would end up with more supplies. Obviously, I'd need clay. Maybe that's where the thing should stop. I'd need clay, I'd need glazes. I don't know. Just thoughts. Maybe it's okay to obsess on things. And, adding different skills, learning new things is not terrible. And if I get something out of it, I mean, I could have pieces that I could, finished pieces, as well as the resin molds from them too. So I don't know. These are my thoughts. Fancy thoughts. I also have been obsessed with the microwave firing ever since I found out it could be a thing. So everybody reacts to it differently and does different things. So I don't know. It's my whim obsession of the day. Hi. Who's coming over? I'm gonna go grab a snack first, or maybe we'll come right over. Alright. So what am I making? I don't know. Hi, buddy. Oh, hello. He's even talkative. I smell clay. You say hi to the camera? Say hi. Hi to kitty. My buddy. Have a good nap. He's a good buddy. What can I say? Alright. See what I can come up with. I'm actually intrigued by a snake idea. So maybe I can do a nice little snake. Snake, snake, snake. Alright, kitty. Maybe. He's playing with the packaging. He's gonna rub his face on it. It's a pretty kitty thing, isn't it? If you have a cat, cat probably likes to rub her face on it, on things too. Get the scent everywhere. Hey, buddy. Here, eat it though. I yawned, I apologize. Yawning on camera is not a good thing. But I thank you for watching anyway. Alright. Let's see what we can do. I'm just playing with form, and then I've just been kind of rolling over it and stuff. Try to get some different shapes going on. This is not. It'll look like something else completely. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna abort that. Try to do it with something else. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just playing. I don't really have any good ideas. I just thought, hey, that's something I can do, and so I'm going to talk about clay, and then maybe not make anything. Maybe I'll just make a cylinder or a sphere, sphere-ish shape. That'll work, right? I made something. So, and then I realized that I can make resin marbles right in that moment. And that just made me really happy. And that's what I need to be doing with my life, is making resin marbles. Okay, that's pretty cool. I can do that. So, you just saw it happen. It just happened. So I think I'm going to play with that. I think that that's brilliant. I can do some different sizes. This is intriguing. Thank you for watching me play and come up with an idea. But I was thinking that would be really cool because there's all sorts of stuff I could put inside there. I can do some different swirls. I can do some different textures. And I've always been intrigued by them. So having that would be really cool. And it would do a lot for my head. I would love to make a variety of marbles. So I know they're traditionally glass, but I think they'd still be really cool as resin, so I'm going to go with it. Plus, I can also incorporate them into different things like cuffs. I could, I don't really want to do a bead, but I could do something there. I'm taking maybe crocheted thread or yarn and kind of seeding a nice circular marble and something sounds intriguing too. So I think this can go somewhere. I think this is going to be awesome. This one's pretty big. Let's make a smaller one. Let's play with this. And playing is good. And I think that's why I like the idea of marbles. I've always been intrigued. I used to have some, and then I tidied them up a bit and sent them away. But I want to maybe rebuild my collection my way. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some marbles. I wonder if that's actually a thing. I mean, there's a magical sound that glass ones make. So, I mean, I could always make glass ones because you know, I need another craft. Like I've already discussed, I need so many things. But I don't know, maybe I'll try resin ones. I can try Kitty. Hi Kitty. He's clawing at me. I'm not paying direct attention to him. My hands are occupied by doing this. But I think this is a good idea. I'm intrigued. I want to see how they sound together. I want to see what they look like, how they bounce light around. There's so many things that I want to know now about resin marbles. So here we go. I always like have all these little side quests. So like I sew, I do all sorts of fibery things. So I actually just ordered some fiber for yarn shop so I can stock some wool for felting kits. So I'm really excited about that. And then I got a whole bunch of new colors too because I wanted to have appropriate colors for the request as well too. So I've got dyes coming in, I've got fiber coming in, and I got extra dyes so that I could be able to do yarns and more fabrics in fun colors too because I'm obsessed with color. If you haven't noticed, I just like to do all the things with color. So I also, since I have so much extra you know, clothing and stuff to dye, and then I'm gonna just end up thrifting and going and get some more things I feel after I dye this batch. And I wanted to be able to give myself the permission to be able to do that kind of thing because I've been doing more you know, tapestries, and which is awesome and I'm going to continue doing, but doing clothing felt like a side quest. I'm using that term again, that I knew I wanted to do, but I really wasn't ready to go there with yet. Like just validating myself as an artist and being able to do kind of whatever I want, and then just following whims. I'm just growing and learning to, you know, give myself, I think that I said that right, permission, but then also just kind of encouraging, you know, those positive things in me. So when something comes along that actually pushes me along that path, you know, I take it as a bit of a sign and nod to continue on with it and to, you know, just kind of go for it. So that's what I'm doing. And then that's probably good for today. Marbles was the epiphany. You saw it happen, and there we go. So we'll see what the whim is tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a good one. And I really am glad you're here. Thank you.